Moving on to the fretboard, I'd like to note that the Xplorer fret shapes are exclusive to this guitar body and are not included in any of our other revival kits. Make sure that when you order your kit that you order the Xplorer kit, as the other frets are completely different shape. To start, we're going to connect the fret cables to the strum board like we did in the equipment testing step. The same way, fret 1 on the fretboard to fret 1 on the strum board. Fret 2 and RGB the exact same way. Let's take some time to do this. Now we can insert the frets. I found out in the middle of this build that I have a specific model of Xplorer that requires fret shims. I've included the model number of this guitar on the screen. You can check the model number on the rear body shell of the guitar on the red octane sticker. We include the rectangular shims in every Xplorer kit, so you have them even if this doesn't apply to the model that you use. There's a cut in this video where the shims are already installed, as I had not recorded that part. If you find that your frets are super loose and that they sink deeper than they should when pressed in, you likely will need the shims. You'll know immediately that it doesn't feel right. Also, the frets will rattle really loud and make a lot of movement. Now that the frets and shims are installed, we can install the Revival fretboard. There are two screws used, one at the top and one at the bottom of the board. Using screws from the bag included in the kit, insert them but do not over tighten. Once you've screwed in the fretboard, flip the guitar over and test the feeling of the fret and fitment. If you find them getting stuck, contact our customer support. We can now return to the back of the guitar and do some management of the white connector cables. The reason that this is needed is that we do not want to risk having a screw accidentally pierce through a cable upon closing the neck. I usually use pieces of duct tape to hold the cables down, but unfortunately I didn't have any available to me at this time. Instead, I opted to tuck them into the cable management posts inside the neck. Some people don't bother with doing this, but cable management makes fixing the guitar, if ever needed, extremely easy. Inside the main body of the guitar, you can bend the cables down a little bit towards the fretboard to have better fitment. But make sure whenever you put the back piece of the neck back on, that they don't get caught between the two shell pieces whatsoever. Now that we have the fretboard installed, we can move on to the breakout board.